Peace, you cooling with the completest. How everybody doing today? Definitely has been a long day, and it's been a exciting, definitely an exciting month. Um, we just finished Loki. Um, got a great surprise in store. For the MCU, and honestly, I wanted to discuss some things. Because the past decade we've had a great a great volume a great volume of comic book, superhero, cartoon adapted films and TV shows. And honestly, I mean, me personally, when we are discussing things like, comics, superheroes, novels, cartoons that are turned into live adaptations or just turned into a adaptation period, um, honestly, I mean, there are people who disagree. There are people who feel like a lot of these, novel or adapted stories, that are turned into films and TV shows, you know, some people think that they're unnecessary. Some people think that there has been a lot of just a great volume of these of this content, brought out here to the public. Um, and people think that the plots are whack. Some people think that I mean, at the end of the day, we can really go and battle this shit all day, talking about, nitpicking at films and productions and things of that nature, even the ones that aren't in the action genre, you know what I'm saying, or the fantasy or science fiction genre, you know what I mean? We can argue about it all day. But as a fan, now we have to all understand too, because fans, understand when we were when we were basically getting no type of, superhero, or comic content for real. And the stuff that we did have, they were either animated, or they were created as live action, but the quality was whack. I mean, we appreciated it for what it was, but the quality was overall whack. And then 2007, 2008, Incredible. I mean, the Incredible Hulk came out, and then no, that came out 2005, but 2008 the MCU started with Iron Man, and since then we've gotten all types of comic, superhero, novel, cartoon adapted TV shows and movies, remakes as well. I'm really not the biggest fan of remakes, but there's a need, I guess, especially for the productions that have been around for over fucking 50 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, Space Jam, for example. The Looney Tunes have been out since, when my great grandfather was a child. So, you know what I'm saying? These things are just generational. But we talking about things like, I mean, listen, Blade, when Blade came out, you know what I'm saying? People thought that was gonna flop, And the thing about the comic films and comic productions and things of that nature, it's not for everybody. But considering that, the MCU is creating a universe, like I said, some people think that some characters are unnecessary. But to create a universe, you have to have the universe, or at least the majority of it. You know what I mean? Now, the MCU already doesn't have the rights to X-Men, um, fucking Fantastic Four, you know what I'm saying, and their characters, and fucking shit. Who else is it that they don't have rights over? It's one more. But either way it go, we all know that X-Men and Fantastic Four makes up a good percentage of the Marvel universe. That's why they're fighting for the rights and shit now, because they want to have the Marvel universe completed, you know? So we gonna need movies like Moon Knight, Shang-Chi, you know what I mean? We're gonna eventually get Nova and the Nova Prime Corps. You know, we need these things. A lot of people was asking, you know, why are they making an Ant-Man movie? But we see how significant the Ant-Man series has been for the MCU, especially when we talking about multiverses and quantum in the quantum realm. You know what I mean? That has been very significant for the storyline. Now, do I agree with every movie, or do I think that every movie is good or great? Hell no. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that y'all have to accept that this is their plan. And this is really what a lot of people like myself want. I don't like Batman. Batman gets on my nerves, but you best believe I'm gonna be there the day that Batman, you know what I'm saying, year one drops. You know, with Robert Pattinson, you know what I'm saying, you know, playing them. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that shit. I'm a fan of. I'm still a fan. You know what I'm saying? Because even before I realized, you know, and created my ideal for Batman, I still used to have all the toys, action figures, the Batmobile. I even had the Bruce Wayne little mansion, little toy thing when I was a kid too. You know what I'm saying? Where you can like act like you was walking all through the mansion and shit. Like yeah, this is just fan shit. Yeah, you don't have to go see it. You don't. But we just have to understand that this is what's gonna happen, man. That's what's gonna happen. And we still, and there are still a lot of characters that are big, major, you know, characters in Marvel Universe that we still haven't seen yet. You know, and like my nigga said, like I do kind of agree and feel like the first three phases of the MCU was made for casuals. Not trying to say that in a negative light, but people who don't really follow the storylines of Marvel. Now, I mean, let's just be real. It kind of is, you know, because now we starting to get into the multiverse of madness. We starting to get into different, you know, the more complex, you know, writings of Marvel. You know what I mean? We starting to get, you know, we getting into the time, you know, time travel. We getting into multiverse, universes, dimensions, realms. You know, we getting a different level of power. You know what I mean? Like the scale of power is up here. Like it's way past the roof now. Not saying that they are better than Thanos. Nope. Because I still think that Thanos is the greatest Marvel villain of our time. And this is before the movies. But yeah, man, we have to embrace this. We have to embrace it. I was 10 years old, no, 9 years old, wishing that they had a Black Panther movie. You feel what I mean? I was 8 years old when I was like, damn, what if they was to make a Ghost Rider? This shit is ill. You know what I'm saying? And now we getting it. And then we getting all the characters of, you know, all the other shit that, you know, people like myself have read. Guardians of the Galaxy is still my favorite series of the MCU for real. Honestly, people got to respect these sub characters. You have to respect the lower level characters. They build up the story for the ultimate complex, the plot. We have to really start respecting a lot of these, you know, movies, TV shows, and stuff that are connected. Now, if they aren't connected in any way, then I can understand your beef. But if it's connected and there's continuity, you know, to it, then yeah, show it respect. You don't got to watch it, but if you following the story, then you have to appreciate it. You have to watch it. Otherwise, you're gonna miss out. You're gonna miss a part of the story, and you're gonna be asked out. But honestly, in my honest opinion, I think that Comics, superheroes, cartoon, novel adaptations into movies, films, television series has been great. It has made the movie and TV industry greater than it's ever been. I mean, let's just be real. You know, how much drama, you know, criminal organizational shit do y'all want to watch? Science fiction was the shit that used to get made fun of back in the day. Now it's the ultimate commodity. It's the best thing since Wonder Bread. It's beautiful, in my opinion, you know. But don't get me wrong. Yeah, there are some films that I feel like were unnecessary, you know. But I only felt that way because of the simple fact that they didn't have no continuity for them. They just were there. They didn't build no story or nothing. They just made it was just a cash grab. Cash grabs are the shit that I don't agree with. But shit like the shit that's coming out, you know, for the MCU, for Star Wars, Disney in general, man. Listen, we still have Black Panther Wakanda Forever coming too. We got all the shit coming for us, man. You can't be unappreciative of everything. You can't rush perfection. You can't rush a masterpiece. And that's the most real I can give you, man. For real. Appreciate all of this while it's here. Appreciate all of it. I am happy to be alive. As a fan of comics, cartoons, and anime, and, you know, video games and things of that nature, as a fan of all of that. And to know that they have came out with adaptations for all of that, I'm appreciative. I'm happy. Now just give a nigga a Jack and Daxter movie. That's all I want. Give me a Jack and Daxter movie. But y'all, that's all I wanted to touch on today, man. I wanted to just touch on, you know, because there's some people who feel like, you know, the cinema market is just over flooded with superhero, fantasy, science fiction content. And that may be true. But the question is, has it been a good thing or a bad thing? And in my honest opinion, it's been the greatest thing fucking smoking on television. And that's just me being real. And we have so much coming up. I'm about to listen. I'm a big fan of poems. Like I love Beowulf, ballads or whatever you want to call them. Now, the Green King, I think that's what it's called. It comes out July 30th. I cannot wait until that shit comes out. I just cannot wait. I'm so excited about it, really. And Black Adam has just dropped. The Rock just finished filming the Black Adam movie. I think that's gonna probably be the best DC film that they have to date, besides Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman. Oh, sorry, Watchmen and the TV show and the movie. And I just feel like it's gonna be something big, man. It's gonna be big. We have a lot to look forward to. You know, you don't gotta like it, but you're gonna appreciate it, especially if you are a fan of comic books, cartoons, animes, you know what I'm saying, superhero novel films and TV shows. If you just a fan of them, period, without them being TV shows or films, you gotta appreciate it, bro. This shit is about to be here for a long time. I'm gonna be old, and my sons are gonna be talking about these films when they get of age, and I'm gonna be like, y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be bitter about it. Even the films I don't like, I still watch multiple times. I still have watched multiple times. But to answer everyone's question for the title of this video, yes, live adaptations, comics, cartoon adaptations, whatever you want to call them, for animes, comics, video games, TV shows. I'm sorry, books, novels, whatever the case, have been the best thing smoking for TV in the whole market this past decade. It's been beautiful. And I can't wait to see all the other shit that they give us, especially the streaming sites. They've created so many games and turn them into TV shows. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to get hit, man. You got to look. A lot of the stuff that the MCU is coming out with is significant. If you think that is not, then you have not been paying attention to the MCU this past decade. Literally every film that's a part of the MCU and a part of the first 4 phases has been significant. It has a reason for why it's there. So appreciate why it's here, y'all. You know, but I'm out of here. I'm about to get out of here, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. I know my video was lightweight short today, but that's fine. Coming out with another one this weekend. But remember always, family, love yourself, love your family, and do not stress about the things that you cannot control. That's all I can tell you. I love you. Be safe. And tune in, man, for more. Subscribe and follow. Peace.